international news, and sport. Tune in to News Punch and Diamond 88.7 FM. News Punch, all about the news.
All right, a very wonderful morning to you this great morning, and thank you for staying with us on Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin. This is News Punch, a news and current affairs compilation of topical stories and headlines making the rounds. I am your host, Nedu Okorie. You are welcome. All right, here are the headlines trending in today's news. Federal government to leverage technology to boost education sector. Will partner states to combat flood disaster, says Vice President Shettima. And still on flooding, National Assembly to collaborate with governors on aiding affected states. President Tinubu's government sliding into fascism, says Afenifere. Osun targets 1 million jobs through free trade zone initiative, says Adeleke. Edo election, 35,000 police personnel will be deployed, says IGP. Maiduguri flood, UN warns against cholera outbreak, malnutrition in IDP camps. Court postpones whistleblower PDOM's bail application hearing. Amotekun parades 21 suspected criminals in Ondo State. Court upholds Akpata as Labour Party's Guba candidate in Edo State. Court admits 10 end bad governance protesters to 10 million naira bail. Cholera, Nigeria records 7,663 suspected cases, 216 deaths, says NCDC. And in Oyo State, 10 killed, 3 injured in farmers' herders clash. And lastly, on the local scene, pastor stabs wife to death in Anambra State. Moving on to the foreign scene, identities of Wagner mercenaries lost in a Mali ambush revealed. Iran's president visits Iraq amid Middle East tensions. Clashes outside Argentina Congress after pension hike blocked. And lastly, on the foreign scene, in Kyiv, US and UK diplomats offer aid but no breakthrough on strikes in Russia. Moving into the wonderful world of sports, Ghana to play AFCON qualifiers in Nigeria as CAF rejects home stadium. Mbappe rejects French league mediation proposal in PSG salary row. Manchester United post £113 million loss despite record revenue. Alright, there you have it. Those are the major headlines making the rounds. It was compiled and edited by Joseph Emeribe. My name is Nedu Okorie. For sponsorship or advert placement, kindly contact our sales and marketing department on 0912 929 4332. You can also call 09077227120. Up next is the Diamond Breakfast Show, where we discuss and have an in-depth analysis on some of the topical stories. Don't forget that you can follow us by logging on to any of Diamond FM online platforms on www.diamondfm.net, or keep up to date via our social media pages. Do stay tuned.
The major talking point in Nigeria are always on the lips of the citizens.
What's going on in this country? Look at smaller countries taking lead, and you call yourself giant of Africa. Yeah.
Nigeria don't spoil my business too much. Nigeria is too hard for us. I mean, I want to kill us. Father, not kill us for Nigeria. Oh, please, help us beg them.
They should reduce their expenditure so that they can free enough money for social development.
I wish for a Nigeria where we elect a leader based on competency and not popularity.
On the Diamond Breakfast Show, we place the sport spotlight on the critical issues in the country.
Government that says they are broke can prioritize construction of an additional runway over education of the people.
How can a government, how can you hold Indomine? This is intolerable. It's provocative.
Now, you see, when you look at our democratic journey, we are yet to practice genuine democratic system in Nigeria.
Join us on Mondays to Friday on the DBS from 9 to 10 a.m. The Diamond Breakfast Show, amplifying the voice of the people.
From the studios of Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin, this is the Diamond Breakfast Show.
All right, it's so great to be back here, and it's exactly 8 minutes gone past the hour of 9 this very wonderful morning, and this is your shining supreme station, Diamond 88.7 FM Ilorin. All right, this is yet another time to discuss important issues of the nation. And this is the Diamond Breakfast Show, where we have conversations on trending issues from the national dailies. And I am your anchor, Nedu Okorie. Good morning and welcome on board. All right, this morning we are looking at two major topics. We are reviewing the U.S. Presidential debate that took place on Tuesday, and we'll be looking at the statement of the presidency that compared Peter Obi with former President Donald Trump. And we'll also look at the deliberations of the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, urging stakeholders to, adjust prices and not to fix prices unethically. These are the two major issues we'll be looking at this morning. And you can be a part of our conversations by sending your thoughts and opinions on 0913 655 6952. That's the number to call, actually. You can also send your WhatsApp message on 0913 655 6864. Please make your message very short and precise. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. On Facebook at Diamond 87 FM, on YouTube at Diamond FM Ilorin. Please do note that it is very important that the thoughts and opinion aired on these platforms are the thoughts of our listeners and also our guests. It does not in any way reflect the opinion of Diamond 88.7 FM. My guest, whom I'll be having conversations with, is already seated in the studio. He's a public affairs commentator. He's Comrade Abdul Latif Ishowo. You're welcome to the program this morning.
Good morning, Odogo. Good morning, listeners.
All right, quickly, good morning. Our time is fast spent. Let's delve into today's conversation. On Tuesday night, U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris locked horns with Donald Trump in a heated presidential debate where she put Trump on the defensive mode. And during the debate, Harris challenged Trump on a variety of issues, which made him give angry responses and personal attacks. Meanwhile, a comparison has been drawn by the senior special assistant on media and publicity to the president, Temitope Ajayi, between Peter Obi and Donald Trump. And according to the president's spokesperson, he said Peter Obi is the Nigerian version of Donald Trump. And he said just like Obi, Trump will use the most negative terms imaginable to describe a country he wants to lead, just to make a point and stir anger amongst his followers. Well, the question right now is, what do you make of this assertion from the presidency? And generally, let us look at the lessons that we can pick from the U.S. presidential debate, and before we move on to other things. Comrade.
Well, thank you very much once again. And I say to our listeners, wherever they are listening to us all over the world, that good day, as times are varying. Let me say that politics itself is a struggle for survival. Both Aristotle and Hans Morgenthau agree on the fact that you have to struggle to make your firm stand in the political arena. So be it Nigeria, be it Africa, be it US, be it politics among nations, it's all about struggle. So it depends on to what extent can you maneuver or put your opponent on his toes. That will determine how firmly rooted you will be in politics. But this notwithstanding, the American style of politics and the electioneering that is ongoing now suggests so many lessons that Nigeria as a country or Africa as a continent has to learn. First is the fact that I want to do that before I come back home to the statement credited to Temitope Ajayi,
please do,
the presidential spokesman. Because if you look at the trend of the debate and you look at how Biden stepped down for Kamala Harris to be the presidential candidate of Democrats, you will want to compare and contrast between their style of politicking and that of Africa. Even though we have seen fine men in the African continents too, like Mandela, like our own good Lord Jonathan, in terms of taking things lightly when it comes to power struggle. Notwithstanding, they seem to be a bit higher in terms of the tech politics that they play in the US. You can see the trend of the trend of the debate. They highlighted what you have to speak on. You speak on environment, you speak on the economic front of America, you speak of abortion and so many other issues. And you will see that while their statements were fact-checked, it was discovered that Trump had to lie on Kamala Harris 33 times.
33 times.
While Kamala Harris only lied against Trump only once. This suggests the fact that Kamala Harris is on top of the game. And the reason why the candidates are so conscious of what they say and why they must lead in the debate is that debate has a central point in terms of perception of voters in the U.S. politics. Unlike in Nigeria, we don't care. If you look at what is happening in Nigeria now, you find a situation whereby parties don't even follow their manifestos after they must have won election. Candidates say whatever they like during the electioneering that is not reflecting either their vision or blueprints. They contradict themselves so easily, and that's why we can find people who promise to reduce NEPA tariff, we bring down the fuel price and so on and so forth, and what we are experiencing now contradicts what they actually promise. So it's not so in the American system. They follow what you say back to back, and that will affect your style of governance and your legitimacy, perception of the general public on the kind of president you make in the U.S. So all these attributes are what we should copy as a democratic nation, as a country, and as a continent. So as we look on what will be the outcome of the American elections, people have started to give Kamala Harris a front that, after all, Democrats might have their way because of the personality of Trump that they have gleaned and projected to the general public to see.
All right. Thank you so much, Comrade Show, for your submission. Well, we'll look at how significant debates are in our political fronts and also how it affects aspirants in and candidates in Nigeria and Africa in general, despite the fact that you've highlighted on it. I want you to expose more on the significance, but we will do that when we come back from this short break. This is still the Diamond Breakfast Show with Nedu Okorie. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a school for your child to grow? Look no further. We have got the perfect place to go. Our teachers are passionate and highly qualified. They will inspire your child to learn and thrive. Our schools are free. Your child will feel safe, happy, and strong. Let your child reach their full potential. Give them the education that is truly essential and competing with global schools. Enrollment is ongoing. Go to any government primary school closest to you and enroll your child in school. Kwara Lane. Every child counts. This message is brought to you by Kwara Lane.
School owners and proprietors. The new school year is upon us and we've got some exciting news for you. Diamond 88.7 FM is offering exclusive discounts on all school advertisements with the pay for 5, get 2 free promo. Interesting, right? Introduce your school to the world at the most competitive rate ever. With this promo, you enjoy 2 extra slots of adverts free when you pay for 5. To enjoy this offer, visit us at Diamond 887 FM, located at Plot 2, New Yidi Road, Irewolede, Ilorin, or call 091 2929 4332 or 090 7722 7120. Hurry now while offer lasts. Terms and conditions apply. Looking for the perfect place where your child will flourish? Welcome to Birchwood Montessori Academy, where young minds flourish and dreams take flight. Birchwood Montessori Academy blends academic excellence with holistic development. We believe in nurturing young minds through our world-class Montessori-based curriculum. Our dynamic classrooms, experienced educators, vibrant indoor and outdoor play areas, safe and supportive environment inspires creativity, fun, and personal development in learners. Birchwood Academy offers more than just education. We nurture character, build confidence, and ignite curiosity. Our comprehensive academic programs and extracurricular activities like language classes, martial arts, arts and craft, and more ensures a well-rounded education that prepares your child for the future. Enrollment is now open for preschool, creche, nursery 1 to nursery 3 classes. Visit us at number 12 Simeon Okedi Street, off Fati GRA, opposite Operation Harmony, Ilorin, or call us on 081 495 23417, 081 495 23417. Birchwood Montessori Academy, empowering dreams, uniting futures.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond 887 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
All right, so welcome back from that commercial break. This is still the Diamond Breakfast Show, where we are analyzing the just concluded, the last presidential debate that held in the U.S. between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. We're trying to draw a comparison with what is obtainable in Nigeria and in Africa in general, just as the presidency has compared Donald Trump with Peter Obi. Now, Comrade Show, let's look at that comparison with Peter Obi and Donald Trump. What do you make of that in particular? He's saying that what's his name again? Ajayi, Temitope Ajayi, is saying that they make use of negative terms to describe the country they want to lead, just to stir anger among the people. What do you make of that?
Well, experts in the field of political science and international relations often agree, especially our own writers here, Professor Bolaji Akinyemi, Eguso Sagai, our own Hassan Saliu here. They all agree that every politics is local.
Every politics is local.
It's local. And what you take to international system, they agree with Hans Morgenthau that what you take to international system reflects the locality of your politics. So what is happening in America at the moment is the local politics that is reflecting at the international system. Remember, Trump had to challenge Kamala Harris that the foreign policy of your administration is weak. And Republicans always see Democrats as perpetrating a weak foreign policy that puts America at dangerous position. So if you look at that and you look at the kind of politics that we play in Nigeria, it is local to us. And what is local to us here is what you take to international system, and that's why we are not really respected. Reason being that it is a game of kettle calling pot black in the Nigerian political system. They have, let me say, virtually nothing to offer when it comes to debate, other than we fix your roads, we ensure power is stabilized, we ensure we have water. Nigerian politicians should be ashamed of themselves that in the last 64 years, that has been the central theme of our campaign. So if Temitope Ajayi, this presidential spokesperson on media and publicity, is accusing Peter Obi of having a reflection of Trump, he should cover his face. Because the only time we had a near sophisticated campaign or debate was between MKO Abiola and Bashir Tofa. Save for during the time of Obafemi Awolowo, Zik, and Tafa Amadou Bello. The ones we've been having since 1999 are short of debates. They only abuse themselves. You will remember President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as opposition to former President Goodluck Jonathan in 2012, called him devil. So when Jonathan was trying to increase fuel price. So if you look at how the current Vice President Shetima during the electioneering in 2022 referred to Atiku Abubakar. I don't want to use the word he used on air here, but he used a foul language on him, and he said people like former Vice President Professor Yemi Oshibajo should be selling ice cream on the streets. So what Peter Obi, I'm not saying Peter Obi do not use foul language on his opponents, but it's a reflection of all of them. That's the conclusion I'm trying to draw. So he shouldn't have bothered himself to go to that area, because his principle is not exempted when it comes to using foul language,
negative terms,
and implicating or putting your opponent in a hot seat that he will lose value in the face of the public. So it is the nature of our politics. It is the nature of our democracy. It is the nature of the unideological stand of our political parties. No party has ideology in Nigeria. In fact, I don't think we have political parties in Nigeria. It is people that are driving the party system that we have, because virtually everybody in APC now had been in PDP. And virtually everybody in PDP had been in APC. So where is the party stand? The last time, Hillary Clinton left a party for another was 1964, when she left Republican to Democrat. They don't just leave now and return in another 4 years. So what I'm trying to say is that the kind of politics we play reflects in the kind of governance environment we have, and this is reflecting in the kind of development we have attained. So we should learn. We have a great lesson to learn, in the sense that if you look at Kwara State now, we are having local government election in less than 2 weeks.
Okay.
How many posters have you seen? How many radio stations have the candidates visited to loud their campaign teams or objectives or manifestos of, this is how I'm going to run my local government, and this is how I'm going to generate money for my local government in such a way that we will no longer wait for federal allocation. None of them, not APC, not PDP, not SDP, has come to address people. I expect my own candidates from Ilorin West to have assembled people, especially people that matters in the basketball court in Adewale, that I want to address you. I want to tell you the plans I have for you as a candidate. None of them. So it's de-emphasize the importance of debate in the Nigerian political environment. Even the masses don't value debate. They will say debate lave journey. In 2008, in 2014 through 2015, people said Buhari didn't have to campaign. The campaign, his NEPA bill was enough as certificates. So these are the kind of electorate that we want people to debate for. So when you look at it, the American political system is local to them. Our own political system is local to us, and this reflect greatly in the kind of development that we have attained. And I will conclude on the word of Professor Claudaki, when he asserted that rather than referring to African countries, especially Nigeria, as developing countries, he sees them as underdeveloping. They are not underdeveloped. If you are underdeveloped, you'll be moving towards development. But you are underdeveloping. You are moving backward. So we should start to learn great things that are happening in American system, not the negative ones anyway, because they have theirs too. So we should start to learn so that we can develop our democracy.
All right. Thank you so much, Comrade Abdul Latif Isho, for your submission on this matters. Thank you for exposing the significance of debate in our political system. Now, this message is from Ola from Airport. It says, for us to get dividend of democracy, we must make debates that are issue-centered, compulsory for those seeking for elective offices. We must also make them sign an undertaking with a time frame for achieving their promise. Immediately they derail from the signed undertaking, then we can use the document as a proof to remove them from office. until we teach that level, these politicians will just be using the masses to build their financial empire. Well, talking about signing undertaking, how many politicians in Nigeria right now we are sent or agree to that if it is being passed as a bill in the National Assembly?
It will not even be passed.
It won't even be passed.
Because
it is detrimental to them.
Governors leave office to become senators. And they want to leave senatorial seat to become president. So
wonderful.
That's why we have not seen a president that you say, okay, I want to spend 5 years in good term. So it will never be done.
All right, let's take reactions from our listeners at home. I'm very sure that a lot of people will be itching to call right now. The number to call is 0913 655 6952. 0913 655 6952. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Nedu.
Good morning.
This is Olabi speaking from the Lorry.
You're welcome, Olabi. Go ahead.
Morning to our guests. Morning to our in-house guests here.
Thank you very much.
You know, we in this country of ours, it's sadly someone that instead of us moving forward, we are moving backward. Because every year, every electionary year, they will just come and promise. At the end of the day, nothing is forthcoming. So, yes, although the incumbent government, we don't know where they are taking us to, because all the electionary campaign is just nothing to the masses. The masses are suffering. The working class are not enjoying, let alone those that are not working. Yes, you just have to be frank with ourselves. You know, it's not all depends on the masses.
All right.
But because when you say the top is not good, you are not going back to the down. Where are we going? May Almighty God. It's not really better. We just have to work towards it. Manners will not fall from heaven. We just have to work towards manner.
All right. Thank you so much, Owolabi, for your submission. Well, looking at the build-up of 2023 general election, many groups organized debates. I think NESG, the National Economic Summit Group, invited the aspirants to come and discuss on economic issues, and later on it was cancelled. It seems that debate is not something that seems important to aspirants, especially presidential aspirants and maybe governorship aspirants in the country. What do you make, or what can be done for the debate, the institution of debate, making it compulsory in Nigeria?
We even care less about the aspirants. Our focus has always been on the candidates, because after your emergence,
yes,
you are the targets of the voters and political parties, but they will continue to avoid debates because Roman Maxim said, "Nemo dat quad non habit," that you can't give what you lack. If you lack something, how do you
give it?
So you will see that many of them avoided debate. Only few of them. I think during the last election, Atiku was challenging.
Yes.
Peter Obi was challenging. But I doubt President Bola Ahmed Tinubu offered himself for debate. So, and if they are debated, the question is, does it have a kind of significant impact in the reasoning of the electorate, people that will vote? Most of the people that will vote in Nigeria don't even watch debates. So most of the people that watch debates are people who sit at home and watch television on the election day. So we have a paradoxical scenario of voters who don't want to vote and contestants who don't want to contest. So they don't want to contest, they just want to find their way into the seat of power. So there wouldn't be any need for debate, but debate is germane. Debate makes your electorates to know you and what you want to do. But it seems they don't want us to know them. They don't want us to know what they want to do. We like political campaign jamboree, where you just say all sorts of things. And debate makes you to be friendly with your opponents in such a way that when you get into government, you won't see them as enemy.
True.
So when you debate, you are likely to even get more knowledge.
True.
That my opponent has said has never occurred to me. So admittance of truth may even make your government to be rich after you must have won election. We have seen cases where after debate, people even choose from former aspirants or candidates to serve in their cabinet. We saw that in Olusegun Obasanjo's administration, in the case of Bola Ige. And we are seeing that in Bola Ahmed Tinubu's case, of Wiki now being invited to join his cabinet. The intention notwithstanding, but they do it, we should commend it. But when we have debate, it will enrich our democratic system.
All right, comrade.
And the way we package ourselves during elections.
All right, we have to take another commercial break, and when we come back, we'll take the last calls on this particular issue before we move on to our next conversation. This is still the Diamond Breakfast Show. Please stay tuned.
Hello there. Looking for fun, laughter, entertainment, dance, trend, want to mingle or connect, some relaxation, and many more? Search no further. Diamond Amusement Park, located at Plot 2 New Yidi Road, Ilori, is where you get those. We've got pendulum, carousels, rocket launcher, roller coaster, Oculus Quest, swimming pool, table tennis, bumper car, swing, seesaw, horse merry-go-round, slides, lawn tennis, video games PS4, piggy cart, to mention few. Feel the adrenaline rush as I list our games. Want to celebrate your child's birthday, graduation, reunion, get together, or want to surprise your friend, partner, or family? Come visit Diamond Amusement Park today and you'll be glad you did. Refreshment is available at affordable rate. Gate fee is 500 naira. For further inquiry, call 080-2677-3152 or visit Plot 2 New Yidi Road, Ilori. Diamond Amusement Park, truly home of unlimited fun.
Please listen to this announcement. Do you want to write an English test for study, work, or immigration purpose? My Admission Link Educational is glad to introduce Ilori First Computer-Based Test Center for TOEFL, GRE, Pearsonville, and so much more. You don't need to travel to Lagos or Abuja to write this test again. There is now an approved test center in Ilori, Kwara State, and we're offering a 60 USD discount on registration from now until September 15, 2024 for the first 20 candidates. Our address is number 8 Abdulrazak Street, GRA, Ilori, Kwara State. Please call 070-130-12390 or 091-278-62906 for further inquiries. You can also visit our website www.myadmissionlink.com. Announcer, My Admission Link Educational.
Your search for the right school for your jewel ends with us at Botham International Academy. We offer admissions into daycare, nursery, primary, and high school. Other services includes coaching of WAEC, NECO, JAM, GCE, and also external examination center and ICT. Our curriculum features early years Montessori, e-learning blend of Nigerian and British. Admission forms are obtainable at the school premises at 3,000 naira only. School fee is affordable, well-conducive environment for learning, as well as availability of school buses in all areas of Ilori. We are located at Budonu, opposite Ilori International Airport, Kwara State. For more inquiries, please call 0808-788-9963 or 0806-437-2808. Botham International Academy, home of raising future leaders.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond887FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
All right, you're still tuned into your shining supreme station, Diamond 88.7 FM, and this is still the Diamond Breakfast Show, where we're looking at important and salient political issues. And this morning we've discussed on the U.S. presidential debate between Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris, and we've also made a comparison and also drawn significance of debates in our political system in Nigeria and how it helps the followers as well as the leaders to familiarize with the people and also with their leaders as well. Well, this message is actually Taye from Ilori. We said earlier that we should make our message short and precise. Well, I'll take part of it. This one says, good morning to you and your guests. In case your guest is not aware, the number of elite in Kwara or Ilori is far below those who see themselves superior, who see himself superior to, who are the non-educated ones. I wonder what this means. So please, these women who are not educated and have so much interest in election and don't understand English, how will the debate be of help to them? That is, those who can't understand English. The so-called elite that won't vote or don't have a voter's card with very low number of participation will listen to debate and still won't vote. So please, what's the essence of the debate? APC candidates have been going around conversing for votes directly. Posters and billboards all over the place. Is your guest in Kwara at all to see all these? Taye from Ilorin. All right.
I won't say much on that. All I will just say is that if you look at the happenings in the US and Nigeria, you will know that the base is as key as your constitution. How many women who vote on the streets understand what we call constitution? Does that mean we should not have constitution? Then those people are represented at the National Assembly. They have 3 senators, each in their states. They have House of Rep members. Those are the people that are representing them, that will capture what each candidate said in the debate and take them on the floor of the National Assembly. So debate is very key. That we have large number of populations of voters who are not educated does not mean the interest of those that are educated should not be captured. And so as you go home to campaign, to satisfy the interests of the uneducated ones, you must satisfy the interest of the educated ones too.
True.
And so that is the essence of the debate. And in terms of campaign, in terms of billboards, well, I passed through Taiwo Road now. From Taiwo Road to Unity Junction, you hardly find a billboard of a chairman, the candidate of chairman. From the Unity Junction to your studio here, how many posters did you see when you were coming to work this morning? This was not how we had it in the past. In case the composer of that message did not know, during the time of abortive third republic in Nigeria, during the time of Alhaji Obadebayo as chairman of Ilorin, not Ilorin West this time around, photocopy, not even
printed,
colored, printed, were everywhere in Ilorin. And you see these people, even when we don't have the kind of communication gadgets that we have now, campaigning to people everywhere. In 1999, you find, why is it that we had it better in the past than present? So I'm not targeting any party. To clarify to the person that composed that message,
yes.
I'm saying all the parties. How many posters of SDP as the person seen on the street? Does that mean they don't have candidate? How many posters of PDP as he seen on the streets? So we have few of those of APC, and they are very scanty. And if you ask people on the street now, what's the name of the candidate of Ilorin South, Ilorin West, of PDP, APC, SDP in NASA, people don't even care. People don't know because they have not been seeing them. So let's talk the truth to ourselves for us to be able to progress and move forward. Things are moving backward. We had it better in the past than now.
All right,
this
let's
is not
take this reaction.
to a single political party, but all of them.
Let's take this reaction, please. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, please. Good morning.
This is Malam calling from Okefoma.
All right, Malam, you're welcome.
God bless Nigeria. You see, I agree to our guest to some certain extent that the Nigeria problem is local when it comes to politics and other affairs, and we need local solutions to address our problem. So, if that is being said by our guest, I think right now in Nigeria, even including Kwara State, we are not ripe for political debate. We are not ripe because many people, in fact, our guest in the studio right now, when we ask him to enter into a debate with most of these chairmanship candidates, I am very sure that our guests will defeat them. But Nigeria politics, we see politics as a business. So many people, the electorate, our political culture, what it encourages is money. They will be expecting money from you as a candidate. And that is the reason why most of these people that will emerge at the end of the day would be the political bag, those who have money. So our guest, if he happens to be a candidate, I don't think you can win because he doesn't have money. So the political culture of our Nigeria needs to be restructured. Otherwise, God bless Nigeria.
All right, thank you so much, Malam, for your submission. This message says there is no need for signing of undertaking. The Constitution has taken care of its ability to recall only it only needs to be used. Our political system is yet to develop because of ethnicity and tribalism. Adeyemo Aliu from Offa. And this one also, okay, I think someone sent a clip of maybe where they pasted stuff and all that, but maybe I'll show you later on after the program. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, please, good morning.
I'm Bamidele.
You're welcome, Mr. Bamidele.
You have a very good academy in the studio.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
But the truth of the matter is that in Nigeria, it's not the day that determines election. Because the elites leave voting and every other thing to, I'm sorry to say, our mothers and fathers, our sisters and brothers who are not others literate. I remember in 2011, I was working with one federal parastatal. Our staff strength was 101, and I was the only one who used to vote. So what has been got to do that with that? Even if they debate, 3 things determine election results in Nigeria. To try, very recently, the religion, and most especially money, because Nigeria is now impoverished. So you cannot use American standard to come to Nigeria. It is when elites know that it is very necessary for them not only to vote, but to educate. It is then we have fair, credible election and good governance. God bless Nigeria.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Bamdelege. Thank you for your submission. All right, our time is fast spent.
Odogu, just 1 minute.
All right, quickly.
What the last caller and others have highlighted are negative to our politics. If what determines our politics and elections are ethnicity, religion, and money, then we don't want to develop. So we have to talk truth to ourselves. Debate, nobody has said that debate is bad. We are only saying that it is not encouraging because we have illiterates. So, but we must move forward. Then, finally, you don't have to debate if you don't want to debate. But at least buy airtime on radio stations like this. Come and talk to your people. This is what I want to do for you when I win, or if I win. That is not harmful. So why are we dodging it?
Now the thing is,
if my imagination.
If many people are saying that most of the people are illiterate, why can't the debates be done in local language?
Talk to them in the language they understand.
I think it's been done in some states.
Even a very illiterate, a very illiterate in the remote village in the north has a transistor radio. People now listen to radio stations on their phone.
Exactly.
My mother listens to radio till now. My mother is around 95 years of age. She's in my home. She listens to radio. So what are we saying? So let them talk to us. The fact that we have not been doing it does not mean we should not do it. We should at least copy good things.
Yes.
They should talk to us because they want to lead us.
All right, thank you so much. Let's take this break, and when we come back, we'll look at the call by the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission not to fix price unethically. This is the issue we'll be looking at when we come back from this break. Do stay with us.
Dìde kára ó lè, dìde kára ó lè. Ó yá lè dànù orí fífọ́, lè dànù ara ríro, lè dànù òtútù ibà, lè dànù. For fast relief of cold pain, fever and headache. Dìde kára ó lè kókó.
Ẹ sọ fún ẹ̀fọ́rí òtútù yìí bàtàrà ríro kí wọ́n kán lùgbọ́ one time. Kára ó lè ti dé o. Àgbáwọlé ní tíṣẹ́ ni àkàwọlé ń tè kan. Koríko tẹ́lẹ̀ bá ti tẹ òtún gbérí mọ́. Dìde kára ó lè lúbúlúbú funfun pẹ̀yìn ìrúkù sarajọ mẹ́ra yágágá. Àjàká kò tí sọkọ fún ẹ̀fọ́rí òtútù yìí bàtàrà ríro lágọ̀ọ́ ara. Káì! Kàsàkàsà knockout. Agbára ju agbára lọ. Dìde kára ó lè jagunla bí olùgbòǹgbò gàjàtọ̀ ara jà tó ketílẹ̀. Ẹgbẹ́ ìlúra kẹgbà. To Yield Pharmaceutical Industries Limited. Àwọn tó lórúkọ tó ṣe é gbẹ́kẹ̀lé níbi kápò oògùn òyìnbó ló ṣe é. Bára rẹ̀ ò bá yá lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ mẹ́ta. Má ṣàfihàn o, kàn sí dókítà rẹ̀.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at Diamond887FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
All right, you're still listening to the Diamond Breakfast Show. Welcome back from that commercial break. All right, quickly let's delve into our second conversation. The Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, through stakeholders' engagement and town hall meetings, have passionately appealed to stakeholders in the production and distribution value chain of Nigeria's economy to join the crusade against curbing price fixing and other unethical practices. And the commission highlighted that during a nationwide survey, it was discovered that some traders form cartels in the markets and put barriers in form of membership fees intended to ensure that price is fixed in the market. And if people don't join, they won't be allowed to sell their goods in the market or provide services. Now, despite the current economic reality we are facing in the country and what Nigerians are experiencing in terms of increases in price of food items and even transportation costs across the country, consumer exploitation is undoubtedly still going on. Many are banking on the fact that price is going up and even increase prices of goods and services abnormally. Yes, it goes on, and many people can testify to that. This is actually a big problem, and to provide a workable solutions, the Commission has applied dialogue through this town hall meeting. It also has the will to punish perpetrators of exploitation under the law. And also to facilitate a better engagement, the Commission said it has upgraded its portal through which aggrieved consumers can lodge complaints and grievances, and it would be addressed promptly. Now, let's look at how this approach by the FCCPC, let's look at how practical it would be in, fixing prices and, ensuring that there is no more exploitation, and how do you think it would yield better results? Would there be a win-win for consumers and also for sellers based on the current economic realities, comrade?
Well, we should commend the chairman of Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, in person of Mr. Tunji Bello.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes, please.
Mr. Tunji Bello. I've been watching his activities in the last 2 months or thereabout, and I've seen reports where he visited stores in Lagos and compare prices in Nigeria of commodities that are sold in Nigeria, in the US and UK. And I've seen that we need is kind of person who is energetic and ready to turn things around in the corridors of power. But I'm afraid that he has a complicated issue at hand. Reason being that what determines the Nigerian economy is solely oil, and you cannot really fathom or examine how much someone spent in terms of transportation of his goods from one place to another, and that will be added to the prices of commodities that people sell. But this notwithstanding, people are running different governments in Nigeria. We have government of bread sellers. We have government of pure water sellers, bottled water sellers. We have government of yam sellers. What I mean by government is that they are independent
bodies.
Seem to be able to control them. Bread sellers can just wake up in this morning in a lorry and say, "Want to start selling our bread 1,000 naira per one." And if any member refuses to sell it at that amount, they will sanction the person, and government cannot sanction them. So you can see that they are government under government, and they seem to be suffering because government is not even looking at how they can curb them. Then we have finished the powers of traditional rulers that we had in yesteryears. When I was in primary school in Ilorin here, we knew one emir then, Zulkan Naine Gambari, who will just thank you, my sister, who will just say stop selling so commodity at so price, and people will comply. who will pass through Pakata Primary School, and teachers will tell us, Shehu is coming, he's on his way. Oh yeah, go out, go and say Shehu, and we all run from our classrooms to the streets and chant Shehu. That's no longer existing. So nobody controls these people again, save for the intervention of Oni of Ife of recent, where he sent out his chiefs that they should go to the streets, they go to the market and tell them that this is the amount you sell this, the amount you sell this, and if you refuse to comply, we do this. But I'm afraid because the efforts of Mr. Tunji Bello will not go in vain, because he will run into complications. The first thing is that he went to a stall in Okorie and he found a particular commodity.
Yes.
That they sold for around $40 in the US.
Yes.
So he now found the same commodity in Nigeria here, sold at 986 naira.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's say 1 million naira. You know, say, but if you convert this dollar, even if you are talking about you working on dollar, if you convert the $140 to naira, it is not up to 300,000. So how come you are selling for 1 million naira? Okay, what about a vehicle that is sold for 2 million naira in the US and it is sold for 9 million naira in Nigeria? But when I did my own check, I discovered Mr. Bello was wrong. In the sense that he was only looking at, because he visited UK and he saw the same commodity of the same quality that was sold in Ikoyi for 1 million for 140 was it 140 pounds or $140?
But there are factors that determine the price.
We now discover that after you must have purchased it, Nigerian government will collect custom duty. And so we now found out that a vehicle that is sold for 2.5 million naira in the US or UK, the custom duty here is up to 3 million. So the vehicle will now be sold here for about 5.5 or 6 million. So you don't expect somebody who purchased a particular motor car for 5 million naira to sell it 6 million naira, because the duty he paid is around 4 million. So you will have to sell it around 9 or 10 million naira. So the Nigerian government is creating a logjam even for Mr. Bello.
So you're saying this is not practical?
It's not to some extent. They will try, but I doubt the outcome, in the sense that they will eventually accuse Nigerian the federal government of collecting huge tax from them. So we have to relax the tax for us to be able to implement this law that we are talking about. Well, I commend Mr. Tunji Bello for his efforts, but we have a lot of factors we come together to regulate price of commodities in it. But the things we have locally, at least
in terms of food and all that, yes,
food,
that's
what able to sell those ones at affordable prices. But as I've said earlier, everybody has become government of its own, and nobody seems to check anybody.
But how can we decentralize this government in such a way that there won't be fracas among sellers? Like, for example, someone decides to sell at a cheaper price at a considerable amount where he can make profit that is different from the amount that the union has stipulated. Because there was a case, I think, in Owu or so, where the monarch there said that he gave a warning. Apart from the Oni of Ife, I think the Olowo of Owu also gave that particular warning that any union, or in fact that there shouldn't be any such of such union any longer, fixing prices for sellers and also stifling people that want to come into any particular market to sell. How do you think there will be a decentralization of this union?
The best thing is to ban the unions.
Banning?
Yes. So if I have a bread factory, let me set at the price that I feel I'll still have some gains without necessarily making the price to be uniform.
Yes.
That if I sell my own 1,000, you must sell your own 1,000 too. Okay, how come the bread sellers and the bottled water or pure water sellers are not regulating the quality? So the bread are more quality than the other. So how come you are not saying, if I sell my own 1,000, you must sell your own 1,000? How come they are not being able to unify the quality too? Even the quantity, because they are bigger than each other.
Yes.
So they are not being sincere, and the government is not alive to its responsibilities. And that's why everybody just become government of its own all of a sudden.
All right. Our time is fast spent. Let's take the last reactions we have, then we call it a day today. This one says, having cartels is not new. The government should put their thinking cap on. What's happening is market forces at play. If commodities are flooded into the market, prices will fall. Adeyemo Aliu from Offa. All right, let's take this one. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Godwin from Lajori.
You're welcome, Sir Godwin.
Praise Baba on your Ife. EDG is control. It's market, it's domain. Anybody who changes now so that they will take the person from his domain. Let us dominate. You see, nothing is impossible. It is nothing is impossible. It is nowhere we are not ready to do anything. God bless Nigeria.
All right, thank you so much, Pan Godwin. All right.
To you.
Thank you. All right, 0913-655-6952. That's the number to call. This one says, good morning. One thing the FCCPC should do is to introduce a scaling system, especially for our grains. Even with petrol cost, there must be benchmark. This is what happens in developed countries. You pay for whatever is due according to scale. Presently, we are being exploited anyhow with arbitrary fixing prices. Thank you, Ola. Thank you. Well, talking about scaling, we have different scales across the country for at different prices. All right, our last call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
My name is Afis Abdullahi, calling from Lagos State this morning.
Okay.
Good morning to the comrades.
All right, good morning. You have 30 seconds. Our time is fast spent.
I think the only problem of this country is the market woman, and the government decided, because the government gains from what the market man and market woman are doing, until the government do make a reaction to all market woman or market man that if goods come to the market, normally you must do the normal thing, not you market woman and market man will decide how you are going to sell your market.
All right.
On health, this thing will continue like this.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Abdullahi, all the way from Lagos. And this is where we call it a day on today's edition of the Diamond Breakfast Show.
Let me quickly say that
we don't have much time.
We should embark on massive production, government and Nigerians.
All
when
right.
you produce, as you sell cheaply, market will fall
automatically. All right. My name remains Nedu Okorie. I've been asked to leave the studio. Thank you so much for joining me on the program. Till we meet again next time, have a wonderful day.
Hour after hour of quality programming all around the clock with us. Every second and minute counts when it comes to bringing you the best of programming on radio. Diamond 88.7 FM remains your best bet. Be it sport, talk radio, entertainment and music. One thing is certain, we've got you.